Hello everybody, Frankie Day here from Frankie Day Models. Long time no see. Too busy. Okay, I'm going to try to squeeze in two videos on one. And although they'll have their separate final reveals, I should have the final reveal for the Hasegawa 1/32 scale F4B Boeing bike. And so I got about 4 pieces of plastic put on that thing. I got a few couple parts put on it, and that's about it. It's all done. And also I got to put the canopy, the windscreen too. The pilot I'm going to leave out. He's missing an arm. I'm not going to fart with him. I got too much going on here right now. I've been pretty busy beaver, guys. I've been working a lot and, of course, building a lot of models too. This week I should have 3 final reveals for you. This is Monday, my day off. I'm going on Tuesday in about 15 minutes. And I'm going to have about 3 final reveals this week. I'll have one on the Helldiver on a gift from Freddie. And I'll have the F4B for tomorrow. And the video for this evening will be my video one for my second entry for Rob Basic Modeling's Recon group build he's got. So I'm going to get some pictures of this thing posted off to him so he can put it in his on his page. Okay. This is the old kit of the Hasegawa H8K flying boat. I'll bring up the box right behind me, guys. I got to scoot my back. Man, I don't know why I don't carry my stuff in these things. Sometimes I aggravate myself. Yeah, get out of this box. This is the old one. I had this thing for years. I think I had this since, I lost 1971, 71, 72, somewhere around there. That's for a long time. It's a really old box. And I was out of Carson City. So it's made in Japan. Made, okay, lithium. Yeah. They got a lot of beautiful looking kits here. I got them all right here. Built and also in my stash. Anyway, this is the old stock. They got a new one. I got that too. That's in my stash pile in my warehouse of models and storage. I went up there and brought out a couple out of there and took a bunch back in storage so I could have some room to make more builds because these things are really taking over. I've been really busy back here ever since I moved in here. A little by little, starting to like Frankie Day land back here now. I'm getting models all over the place, ceiling, hanging up. I got them all over the place here. And they're great comfort to me. Okay, this is the, who makes this darn thing? Kawasachi, Mitsubishi. Kawasachi. Yeah, Kawasachi made the Navis too. The Emily flying boat was one hell of an airplane. It had a very, very long range. It had a range of probably almost 2,000 miles. It had a lot of range. You can stay in the air for definitely forever, like most flying boats could. And Admiral Yamamoto was going to use these things for a backup to go ahead and make another sneak raid on Pearl Harbor using these flying boats here. But the damage has been done, and the mission was scrubbed, and they decided it'd be a bad idea. We can use them for reconnaissance. And that's what they're used for reconnaissance. So this here is going to be my second entry for Rob Basic Modeling Recon Group Build. And I don't think they use Emily's for rescue Dumbo operations or picking up down airmen. They're more or less used for recon because they can cover a lot of property, guys. I mean, a lot a lot of space like all good flying boats can. And they see something that's queer out there, and they're on the key, telegraph key, telegraph them come. American fleet sighted, the location and everything, go right in. United States Navy, the flyboys, the Hellcats and Wildcats, they had a wonderful time shooting these things down. I think Butch O'Hara, one of the first bases was there in a Wildcat. He says shooting these things down was like shooting a buzzard. He says you guys it's like sitting on, like staying on the ground with Pappy's old shotgun. You can shoot them out of the sky without no whimper. So they go down quick. And they're a good flying boat. They're very well. They're very big. They got a wingspan of 115 feet, almost out of the Sunderland, and a little bigger than Sunderland fuselage length. They had the two side blisters on there from the armament, and she was pretty well armed. The kit gives you armament. It gives you 2 torpedoes, which fit under wing stores of the. They had no wing bays on these things. Everything's external stores, but they kept the mines and torpedoes or bombs. So the kit will give you. It gives you a couple of torpedoes about that big, 1/72 scale torpedoes. They got to be painted and also installed the same. And we'll take this camera and take a look at this thing, and I got something else I'm going to show you too. There'll be another video I'll be squeezing in on top of this here also. Let me get this thing down a little bit, guys, so we can see here. There we go. So I get the decals on. I got to finish up the decals on this thing. Everything's been masked here. I got everything masked here. All the windows are masked. I even masked the blisters there in the box. Already been painted. I haven't put them on there yet. I'll put that on after the final paintwork because I'm going to dull this thing out. I got to put some exhaust stains on it. Just do a little hint of weathering on this thing, not very much. The flaps are operable. Control surfaces move. The beaching gear is very, very strong on this thing. Very strong. I got to assemble the props. Props already been painted reddish brown. Tips already been painted yellow already. I remasked the tips on the propellers using pinstripe tape. And once the brown dries, just pull off the pinstripe tape and voila, you just have some propeller tips. And the beaching gear right here, as you see over here, they were, I guess you didn't have the wood ones like we did. And they weren't painted red and also red for port and green for starboard. They were more or less painted aluminum color because they're made of aluminum. So they're pretty buoyant. They floated pretty well. When you have the guy who disengaged the beaching gear. So the kit gives you beaching gear. Even the new retooled version of this gives you beaching gear. Over here, I got this ramp laid down over here. Where am I at? Over here. This is a service ramp. It folds into the airfoil when they get done. So they trice it down, then you stand over, pull off the inspection panels and the service panels and the cowlings. They can work on the engine that was in the water or even on land, mostly on land. And when they get done, they get back on the wing and they fold up the service panel and close right back in there. Pretty good. The same thing we did with our PBYs. The PBY had the same thing. And also the Coronado flying boats had them do. The Martin Mars didn't. Everything is done external through the wing roots. This kit back then cost about $6. I remember that. FW Woolworths. Retail version cost you about $116 to $120. It's a beautiful kit. This is ancient. This is an old turd. I'm trying to polish it up, make it look nice. And it's kind of hard to polish an old turd. But you know, Hasegawa, they're the leading line of 1/72nd scale, 1/32nd scale kits back in the 70s. And back in that day, guys, these kits were the Cadillacs. These were the Cadillacs of plastic because they were new. They came to view to us who know ever so used to Royal, Lindbergh, and the rest of the domestic type plastics. You guys got to pardon me one thing again. I got this darn dog out again. Man, every time I make a video, we got to go out. But you know, this is important making videos. I don't do it very much. Okay, I'm back again, guys. Excuse the pardon the intrusion. Okay. Where was I? I lost my train of thought in this thing. Well, like I say, these are the Cadillacs of plastic. And they're really they're very welcome. They're new. We never seen stuff like this before. Just like back in the early 1960s when Airfix came out, I never heard of Airfix before. Until they came out. I says, man, these are beautiful kits. And we weren't striving for accuracy back then. We were just overwhelmed with joy that something new come to view. And Hasegawa was very new to us back then. I took some red 320 wet and dry sandpaper. It was black, using plenty of water. I put some soap on it, dishwashing soap. Took it good and soaked up, and I scrubbed I toned down the rivets. But these things are almost like a rasp. So they're there, but not over pronounced as they were before I toned them down. I seen an Emily one time. They go Yakusuka, Japan. Yokosuka, Japan. They have one over there by the Japanese Naval Museum over there. They had one of these parked out there. It's a big airplane. It really is, truly is, guys. I mean, heck, when you stand up this big boy here, you're only about that tall to the ground on this thing. You know, when you're walking around, it's monstrous. It's like the Martin Mars is. Okay. Now I'm going to continue this tomorrow. And I'm going to finish up the decal work on this thing. And get the parts, get the propellers installed. And I'm going to start doing some other things too. Get the rest of the parts on this thing. And tomorrow, show the final reveal for the F4B. Okay, I'm going to put this Emily away over here behind me. Very gentle. I'll let this decals dry overnight. And I'll proceed tomorrow with some more decal work and the finishing of the assembly of this thing. Okay. Got another treat for you here. This is almost done. Almost done. This thing here was really welcomed. In 1971. First came out. This is the Boeing F4B. Boeing bike. This is the first all-metal biplane that came into service in 1932 for the United States Navy. Now these things, I kid you not, these things were very, very advanced airplane for their time as a a naval fighter. And of course, the Navy's always looking for better other designs. That's during biplane, back in the 30s during the biplane era. Excuse me, guys. Be back a couple seconds. I'll let this dog back in again. Oh, God damn. Somebody's video. Somebody's supposed to come in and out. Get in there. Good lay down. Boy, getting uptoned here. Okay, where was I? Okay, yeah. All the rigging's done on this thing. I used 11,000 steel guitar string off my pedal steel guitar. I got a lot of strings for that thing. I took one out of there and used that. The holes were pre-drilled through the wings before it was assembled. That's the first thing I did. I drilled holes all the way through the wings and the fuselage to accept this wire. This is real steel wire. And the flying wires, this thing is real steel too. So actually it's realism at its most in 1/32 scale. Using my federal standard code uh, color chip, it calls for chrome yellow. Well, Space Hobby Shop's out of business. They got no more paint. No more Vallejo paints, no nothing. So what am I going to do for paint? Well, let's go back the old-fashioned way, Frank. Bring out your color chip and start mixing paint. Can't get any. Then I got to think, wait a second. I've been in Hobbytown, USA a long time. So I went down there, and they got paint. They got Vallejo paint down. Oh, thank God. They're the guys that Frank, I haven't seen you in a long time. I said, well, I've been around. I'm still alive. So I tried to find some chrome yellow. I couldn't find any. I took my Federal Standard color chip book with me down to the hobby shop, and I got this right here. I know Vallejo makes it. I think it's game color. It probably is Vallejo paints, maybe. I don't know. AV. Wherever it is, this stuff's spot on. It really truly is. So I'm sure to get some of this right here. I think it's down Eldorado yellow, golden yellow, Amarillo, Dorado, gold yellow. That's about as chrome yellow as it gets right there. It's good stuff. So I should have this thing done tomorrow. I got to put the windscreen on this thing. I got to put the interplane struts, also the aileron struts got to be put on there. And the cleared piece of the canopy, and it's done. It's ready for vinyl reveal. The propeller is made out of aluminum foil. The outside's all foiled, and I painted it flat black on the outside. I mask off the tips, paint them yellow, red, and blue. I painted those exhaust stacks copper, black, and I went over there and did a black wash to bring it out. It's a very beautiful airplane. It's a very pretty airplane. Okay, I'll put this back over here where I had before. I got something else I want to show you too while I'm farting around with this. Okay, I want the storage. I'm getting that flying bug into me. I live out here in farmland out here, a lot of farm. I'm starting to know the farmers out here. Very nice, down-to-earth people. They know I'm looking for a home. They're going to help me. I saw a beautiful flying spot out there. Beautiful field. It's probably about 10 acres. Nothing but grass. The guy goes, well, the gas gets too high. Sometimes I'll bring the goats over here, and they kind of cut it down for me a little bit. And I told him that you wouldn't mind come over here and take a couple of my airplanes and fly here with you. He said, airplanes. Well, I explained to him I'm a model builder, and I build rubber-powered airplanes among everything else. And I'd like to know if I can fly them out here. Oh, yeah, you come over here and fly them all you want to. I'd like to see that. So I got that going for me. So I got overzealous of that. In between working on the Emily flying boat and also working on the F4B and the Helldiver, I've been working on some balsa stuff now. I went and put a bunch of stuff back in storage, so I'm getting too much stuff in here. So I said, what the hell? Take something back with you, bring something back with you. So I went ahead and got the Jimmy Doolittle's famous layered solution racer. This is a balsa wood kit by Thuis. I know this little web camera up here. It may not be 3D as best as my web camera. But when it comes to download, it really pictures doesn't snap. Yeah, it came out of this box here. I bought this a long time ago. I think some of you guys who built balsa wood airplanes probably got one in your stash or built one. Here's the layered solution right here. This is a super solution. This is Jimmy Doolittle's famous racer. Well, Jimmy flew this, and it was he won a couple trophies on this airplane right here. I think flying weight of this thing is about 146 grams of flying weight. And I think Thuis Aircraft Company, who makes these wonderful Thuis kits, that they list the flying weight so that you got something to go by to keep it within that weight so it'll fly. This thing is very light. I had it jigged up a while ago. These are jigs here that I made. This thing is built in half shell method. One side of the fuselage is directly on the plan. You put the stringers on there till it's completely built perfectly and sanded and in real shape. You run your technically your sticks, lay a piece of wood up here, wood up there, and lay it on there. That's jigged up real good. You got to have jigs to these things. Keeps the fuselage straight, and it really is. And like I said, it's good for handling, like I do right here. I've been busy on it. I've been working on this thing about 4 days now. And we got the tail feathers all sanded down, ready to be covered. I just finished the bottom wing today, so I'll finish up the other one tomorrow. This is the bottom wing. It's all been sanded down, the airfoil. Really neat. Like I always check and expect my work all the time to see if I got any holidays left behind, but I need the sand. That looks pretty good right there. I can't see anything needs to be sanded over this wing. And I set the heater for about 3/4 of an inch in the center. Because for free flight, you got to have stability. So when it flies, you ever see a vulture when it flies in the sky like this? Same thing these things do. You'll never wing over on it because it's balanced. And I got the cowling down here too. The cowling's a tree also. There's some sanding on the back of it. Needs a little more sanding right here. I don't like that. I want that blemish to be gone. Needs a little more sanding right there. It was good and flush. Oh yeah, that's what I like. Oh yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. Ah, oh, wrong way. See how the key fits there. Ah, beautiful, 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 beautiful. So that's what's been shaking now for the last about almost a week and a half now. I've been pretty busy. And so tomorrow I'll have the final reveal for the F4B. And I'll take it outside, have some nice outside outdoor pictures, you know. It's so beautiful. These days are so beautiful. They're torturing me to death. I'm trying to building balsa wood airplanes. Want to bring my boats out and everything. I think we're all being tortured. But I just let you know we got better days coming. And they are. So anyway, that's what I got for the night, guys. That's about the conclusion of video 1 for the family flying boat by Hasegawa. I know you guys probably seen it a couple times. I snuck in videos, so that's a video of its own. I got it all painted up, so I got a few parts and painting needs done here and there, be all finished. Should have the final reveal for that probably maybe Tuesday. No, either Wednesday or Thursday. Should be the final reveal for that. And tomorrow will be for that. And Friday I have the final reveal for the Hell Diver. And I've been working on Skymaster a little bit too. I got my Berlin Airlift group build. And that's about it. Oh, I got the Albatross over here. But I'm going to hold off that for a while. But I'm just going to finish up. I got almost ready to be done. And that Hell Diver over there I've been working on too. The SVC4. This one here I'm working on. I'm going to put that on hold for a while too. But I'm getting involved in building these balsa jobs now, guys. These balsa ones are calling on me now, and this is going to be my first trailer build of balsa wood kits. All right, guys, that's about all for tonight. I got it going for you. Frankie Day's okay. I'm well. I'm healthy. I just been busy. I just keep busy all the time. And so I'll be posting some pictures on Facebook. And of the Emily flying boat. I'll take a couple shots and get some loaded tonight. Then I'll call it a night and then get ready prepared for work tomorrow. Okay, this is it for the Laird Solution. That's it for the F4B. That's it for the Emily flying boat. And make mama happy. Take care of the little ones. And stay focused when you drive. Spend wisely and be aware of your surroundings. And thank you very much, you guys, for your wonderful candor and your wonderful comments. I'm sorry I haven't got back to you guys. I mean, like I say, I've been busy. And you can see why I'm doing it here, I admit. I'll tell you, this place is really starting to look like my old house. I'm the only trailer in the history of the world that's got airplanes all over the place, hanging from the ceiling. That makes me a rarity. I'm very happy now. I got my children with me. That's what I look at as my kids. I don't know, I'm getting a little weird, I guess. Anyway, that'll be it for the night. So anyway, so stay posted tomorrow for the final reveal for the F4B. I got that for you guys going. And so go out there, get yourself some models, work on them, enjoy yourself, and we just hope everything gets back to norm. And with God's speed and time, things will. Okay, this is Frankie Day signing of Frankie Day Models. I love you fellows. You guys take care of yourselves, guys. And I cannot think of anything else I have to say that's of importance other than the video we just made here. And I know in the back of my mind there's something I need to say. I don't know. I guess it'll come to mind later on. And I guess I'll post the next video. Anyway, I'm out of here. You guys take a night off. Enjoy yourselves. And we'll catch you tomorrow for the final reveal on the Hasegawa F4B Boeing Bipe. And on the Facebook pages, I'll be having some pictures of the flying boat on there too. So stay posted for those too. You'll see them pop up in there. Okay, this is Frankie Day signing up from Frankie Day Models. God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves. Love you fellas. And keep the keel level.